You remember the smell of old leather seats? The click of a chrome lighter sliding into the dash? Those were more than just cars. They were rolling time capsules, full of personality, quirks, and stories. They weren't built to be efficient. They were built to be remembered. Today, we're flipping through the garage of history and looking at 10 classic cars with features that disappeared forever. Buckle up. 1. Tailfins that touch the sky. Back in the 1950s, cars didn't just drive. They soared. Or at least, they looked like they did. Tailfins were all the rage, thanks to America's obsession with the space race and jet planes. From the 1959 Cadillac Eldorado to the Chrysler Imperial, these chrome wings gave cars a sense of speed. Even when they were parked, they made a car feel like a spaceship from the future. But by the late 60s, the fad faded. The world got more practical, and the tailfins flew away for good. 2. Suicide doors, dangerously stylish. You'd see them on Lincoln's packets and even some Thunderbirds. Doors that opened backwards, like you were stepping out of a private train car. They were classy, presidential, even, but they were also risky. If you didn't close them tight, wind could fling them wide open while driving. By the 1970s, style lost its safety, and suicide doors took their final bow. 3. Bench seats, when cars were couches. Once upon a time, the front seat was a couch. One wide, soft bench where 3 people could sit shoulder to shoulder. You could slide right over to your sweetheart during a Sunday drive. The Chevy Bel Air, the Ford Galaxy, they all had them. But bucket seats and center consoles took over, leaving lovebirds a little farther apart. 4. Floor-mounted dimmer switches. If you drove in the 1940s to the 70s, you probably remember the trick. Tap your left foot, click, and your high beams would flash on. No reaching for the steering column, just a little pedal on the floor. It was simple. It was smart. But when cars became more electronic, those switches moved up and the floor stayed quiet. 5. Crank windows, roll down memory lane. That satisfying CRRCK as you rolled the window down with your hand. No batteries, no buttons, just you, the crank, and a summer breeze. Even kids in the back seat felt like pilots. But once power windows became standard, crank handles became rare. Now, they're mostly found in memories or in Grandpa's old pickup. 6. Hidden headlights, peekaboo cool. Some cars had a secret. The headlights were hidden, tucked behind little doors that popped open when needed. The Pontiac GTO, Dodge Charger, and Corvette Stingray made it feel like the car had a face and a personality. Kids loved it. Adults admired it. But motors wore out, doors jammed, and regulations tightened. Eventually, the peekaboo light stopped blinking. 7. Ashtrays in every door. In the golden age of driving, smoking wasn't just allowed, it was expected. Ashtrays came built into dashboards, back seats, and even the armrests. Some cars had lighters for every passenger. It was all about comfort and convenience. But times changed. Health took the wheel. And those little chrome trays vanished with the smoke. 8. Manual chokes, the morning ritual. Before fuel injection, cold mornings meant a bit of work. You'd pull the choke knob on the dash, say a little prayer, and turn the key. If the engine coughed to life, you'd ease the choke back in slowly. It felt like you were starting something, not just pressing a button. But when electronics took over, the ritual ended, and a quiet part of driving faded away. 9. Vent windows, tiny triangles of joy. Before AC became common, cars had clever little helpers. Tiny triangle windows up front that you could angle just right. They'd pull in fresh air and push out the hot. You could drive with the windows up, but still feel the breeze. Simple, smart, but as designs got sleeker and quieter, vent windows were left behind. 10. Hood ornaments, pride on display. From leaping jaguars to flying ladies, hood ornaments were rolling jewelry. They weren't just logos, they were statements. The Rolls-Royce Spirit of Ecstasy, the Packard Cormorant, the Pontiac Chief, everyone had a story. But theft safety rules and changing tastes made them vanish. Today's cars are sleek and logo only, but once they had crowns. These features weren't just about how cars looked. They were about how they felt, what they meant, a little charm, a little danger, a lot of memory. If one of these brought back a moment from your past, tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again. This is Old Soul America, where the road behind is always worth remembering.